follow the money because Bitcoin is going to be huge. Sometimes the noise about what is happening to the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies can really make it hard to see the forest from the trees. But I find that if we actually follow the money trail, you can actually get a really good view of the forest and therefore what is actually happening in the crypto markets. Now, before we break down some of my reasonings here, just a quick reminder that tickets for Consensus are on sale now. Now, this is one of the biggest events in the crypto industry and is an excellent networking opportunity for anyone who wants to get more involved in the crypto space or who's already involved in the crypto space. You can get $200 off the price of your ticket using the link down below. Also, you have one more day to get in to win $100 worth of free Bitcoin for sharing my course, Cryptocurrency Explained, with your friends over on Twitter. You need to retweet to be in to win and make sure that you tag a friend who you think may benefit from learning about cryptocurrencies. Let's get into this. Rakuten, a large Japanese internet company with an annual revenue of around $10 billion, or the so-called Japanese Amazon, made the news recently, particularly for its plans to accept cryptocurrency for its electronics, and now it seems that they are going to be launching a Bitcoin exchange. The Japanese FSA has given Rakuten the license and the exchange is slated to go live in April. Considering the size of the company, it could actually become a big player very quickly on the Japanese markets. It's all about Japan today, by the way. Well, the first part of the stories are anyway. And that moves us on to Yahoo Japan. Yes, I know what you're thinking right now, and yes, Yahoo is still a thing. I know, I was surprised too. I'm surprised every time I hear that Yahoo's still out there. Now, while Yahoo is far from being the biggest company these days, they do have a revenue of $5 billion annually, which is certainly substantial when it comes down to it. Now, they are also getting into the crypto game, taking a 40% stake in the newly rebranded Taotao exchange. Then we have the SBI Group. This is one of Asia's biggest financial organizations. Now, they have come out and announced that it will be making more moves into the crypto industry, particularly in the crypto mining industry, establishing a subsidiary called SBI Mining Chip Company Limited, or SBIMC. They'll be carrying out the development and manufacturing of cryptocurrency miners in partnership with an as yet unnamed large semiconductor enterprise in the United States. Now, this represents a real deepening in the interest by the company in the crypto industry. It is also already a big advocate for crypto overall, being majorly involved in Ripple's XRapid and XRP. When it comes to Bitcoin, don't be fooled by today's price. Follow the money trail because it shows a very different story from the day-to-day price movements. Now, the stories that I've already covered are a good indicator as they're fresh, hot off the press stories, but let me give you a few more to help reinforce the point. VanEck and the CME are working to launch a Bitcoin ETF, as we all know. Now, the CME's total revenue in 2018 was $4.3 billion. Their Bitcoin futures contracts have been very popular and have been doing hundreds of millions to billions of dollars in monthly volume. VanEck has $47 billion under management. They are putting their time, they are putting their money, and they are putting their reputations on the line to launch a Bitcoin ETF. Why would they be doing that? Well, considering the popularity of the CME's futures contracts, why wouldn't they be doing this? These are companies that like making money, so of course they're getting into Bitcoin. Then we have Bakkt, also of course looking to bring a futures product to the market. They raised millions from big money players in support of their crypto initiatives. Backed, of course, is being built by ICE, which is the Intercontinental Exchange, which is a major international power player which operates 12 different stock exchanges and 6 clearinghouses, including the New York Stock Exchange, which is the world's largest stock exchange. And then we have Bitwise, which is collaborating with the NYSE's ARCA on working to get a Bitcoin ETF approved. I wonder where that will be listed. Then we have Fidelity with its 28 million investors and $7.4 trillion of assets in management. And they are enthusiastically jumping into the crypto markets. We have institutional clients that have already been onboarded in stage 1 of Fidelity's crypto program. According to Ari Paul, who of course is a prominent investor in the cryptocurrency industry and is the co-founder of Block Tower Capital, he said, Fidelity's cryptocurrency culture is bonkers. Literally hundreds of passionate advocates at every level of seniority at the firm. They have more people working on crypto than the 5 biggest crypto funds combined. That's frickin' Fidelity he just described. Let that sink in for a moment. Then we have Canaan, known for its Avalon line of mining devices. They have just raised several $100 million only a few weeks back. Although Bitmain, also of course in the Bitcoin mining game, their IPO seems to no longer be going forward. So there is that. And actually the VC scene in crypto is on fire. Even though the end of 2018 was a bit quieter for the venture capital firms, they are back and they're hitting the startup scene en masse. They're getting equity in exchanges, they're getting equity in startup companies, they're getting early token deals. The VCs are getting big into crypto, as well as backing the big boys like Backed. VC money is hungry for crypto because they love money, and why wouldn't they? On a similar note, Tagomi is now the first crypto brokerage to receive a New York BIT license. This will enable the firm to offer a broad range of services around crypto assets, trading, custody, and issuance in particular. And that is just a small sample of the high-level stories that show where the money is going in crypto. But just as a fun little reminder, not all big money players love Bitcoin. ANZ Bank, the 3rd largest bank in Australia, had this to say about cryptocurrencies and blockchain. Blockchain has been the darling of the tech world for some time, and increasingly so over the medium term. Perhaps in part pushed by scorned crypto fanatics grasping for some kind of justification of their obsession in the wake of the Bitcoin collapse, sold as a solution to all of life's problems. That blockchain offers a ton of legitimate solutions for businesses, but raises just as many questions. The main crux of their analysts' argument was that blockchain is not a solution for every need, and that good old-fashioned databases can solve many problems for most companies. It is true in many circumstances that it may be adequate for many companies in many situations to just use a good old-fashioned database. But the use cases for blockchain are growing. The demand for cryptocurrencies and blockchain is growing in business in particular, and the education is growing around it. And adequate is already not enough for many companies who want to stay competitive. And now, what is the solution to this that the ANZ analyst proposes? Something called the Trade Information Network, or TIN, a transformational trade information exchange hub that acts as a trusted registry of purchase, order, and invoice flows across the end-to-end supply chain. And of course, ANZ has a stake in that company. Only a coincidence, I'm sure. And obviously, ANZ is a good guy who we can trust, right? I mean, it's not like the Australian regulators recently came out and fined ANZ and laid criminal cartel charges against ANZ and cited their serious breaches of anti-money laundering laws and counter-terrorism financing laws, did they? Oh, they did. That's right. Of course they did. You can't trust anything that criminal bankers say. You can never believe the criticisms of the companies and the investors who stand to lose the most from this new technology. Banks. And just for a quick feel-good retail story for you, Dodler Hotel in Zurich, Switzerland will now be accepting cryptocurrencies. So you can go and stay at their 5-star hotel and pay in Bitcoin, as well as Auto Haus Kessel is a car shop in Zug in northern Italy, also accepting Bitcoin. Now, do you think that honestly that all of these companies that we've talked about here, do you think they're all getting involved in cryptocurrencies in order to go splash around in the kiddie pool? No, because that's the equivalent of the total crypto economy's market cap right now, considering the kind of money these guys deal with. They understand the markets, they understand the demand, they understand the future potential of this technology and of Bitcoin as a market performer and as sound monetary asset. Billions of dollars are going to be flowing into the crypto markets over the coming months and years. This is still very much an early adopter market. The big companies know this. That's why they are getting involved and they are getting ahead of the curve. All of that being said, in the short term, we are of course still trying to push through that $4,100, $4,200 resistance zone that we have been stuck below for so long. And it has been very interesting too to see that Bitcoin trading basically between a range of 7.8% in March, which means that if it holds this range for the monthly close, it would be the least volatile month on record. Historically low periods of volatility have been preludes to bigger market moves, especially following big capitulation events, kind of like the one that we saw back at the end of 2018. There are many parallels that we are seeing here with the 2014-2015 bear market, which are currently playing out, and we know what happened after that. The bull run came again. I would be so happy if we could go sideways for the rest of the year. It'd be a great time to accumulate more crypto at sweet prices. Fingers crossed that's what we're going to be getting. But that being said, the bear market will end at some point and another bull run will come. This is where the big money is going to be made in crypto. The people who are investing wisely now. Just look at what the big money players are doing. The big money guys are doubling down, they're building hard, and they're building big. What are you doing? Let me know down below in the comments section. And of course, as always, these are just my 2 Satoshis. So I'd love to know your comments on any of today's news stories or any of the thoughts about trying to find the true value of Bitcoin and what the big money guys are doing. Thank you so much, as always, for taking the time out of your day to come over here and watch this video. You guys are supremely awesome, so thank you so much. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up on it. That would be super cool as well. It might even be rad. You can always hit the notification bell down below to stay up to date when I put out a new video, and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.